Hey, it's your boy Consulted by G. Back with a new video that can be used for you if you want to use it for the right things. And we're talking about making money, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So today we're going to be talking about the best cities to use for networking. For the last video I made, I told you where to go for networking. I told you things you need to do for that, because you need to go ahead and get outside, get around some nice, expensive areas. You ain't even got to spend too much. Just do a little spending, and then you're going to be okay. I'm talking about $60 to $100, $100 to $200. You will be okay, and you can get yourself in some of these inner circles. You do that every week, you'll be good. We'll go ahead and watch that video for information on that. Link gonna be in the description. We're gonna go ahead and get into the best cities to go for networking right now. But before we get into that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, GuaboyG, on Twitter, GuaboyG. And if you don't understand anything from this video, then go ahead and sign up for my membership at consultedbyg.com, and I can help you in even further detail. Alright, so the fifth and fourth city are both going to be in Texas. I feel like these are two of the best cities that you can go to, and you can get a little bit of the best of both worlds. If you want to go to Dallas, you can catch a nice vibe, and you're going to be around some white people. There's black areas around there, but Dallas is predominantly white. If you go to Houston, it's going to be predominantly black. So if you split those up, it depends on what you want to do. That's why I put 4 and 5, and depending on what you value more and what you value less. You want to go into Houston, you're going to meet a lot of entrepreneurs, but they're mostly going to be black. And if you want to meet some white people, you're going to have to go to the suburbs, and that's cool. But if you want to meet white entrepreneurs, I would recommend just going to Dallas, because there's way more of those out there than it is in Houston. In my eyes, Atlanta 2.0, and there's a lot of successful people in both places. But in Houston, you're pretty much going to be getting the same vibe that you would get in Atlanta. That's how it is. So you're going to be able to do the same things that you would do out there, pretty much go to the club, go to a lot of brunches, go to a lot of different places, go to a lot of different restaurants. That will allow you to meet affluent black people. Now, if you want to go to Dallas, you can do the exact same thing, but it's going to be able to be doing with affluent white people. Now, that's how I look at it, and you're going to get a lot of Hispanics over in Dallas too, honestly. That's how I personally look at it. Depending on what you're trying to look for, and depending on the things that you might be looking at, it might be beneficial for you to go to Dallas. It might be beneficial for you to go to Houston. But I have Dallas and Houston personally as my 4th and 5th option. Also, because they're in Texas, you're going to get a lot of warm weather. You bring your firearm, is legal, so you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to protect yourself at, so it's not like you're going out there and taking a risk. Also, because the food is really good out there, and you can actually enjoy your time in that city, and you can actually meet more people because you're having fun going outside. The key to meeting people in these cities I'm going to name you is going outside and enjoying your time, because you're going to meet the most people when you're just outside going about your day. If you go outside and say, I'm going to run errands today, you're going to run into way more people than you saying, I'm going to go outside, I'm going to try to meet people, because you're not going to know where to go. You're not going to know where to start. You can just live your life, meet people along the way. Or you can go to an affluent neighborhood and do the same thing, but you're still going to meet people along the way instead of sitting in Starbucks all day hoping that someone runs into you and starts a conversation with you. Do different things, start different conversations with different people, and go out and explore. And that's why I'd recommend Dallas and Houston, because they're good cities to explore. I would recommend bringing some type of protection with you, because you may need it in Houston and Dallas, more so Houston than Dallas. But just be careful and move the right way, you're gonna be okay. Texas, you always recommend coming out there with $1,000 to $2,000. $1,000 to $2,000 in Texas of spending money, you're gonna be good. Just don't be going to clubs doing stupid stuff. The third city on the map we're gonna be saying is Miami. Now in Miami, you can meet a lot of people. I like to look at Miami as the East Coast version of LA. That's all I look at it like. It's the same thing going on in LA that is over here. The difference is we have better weather, there's more people out here, it's more multicultural, and there's a lot of different opportunities for you out here for anything that you want to do, because the weather's so nice, so you can really do anything. If you want to go outside and you want to work out all day, you want to go outside and you want to model, you want to go outside, you want to meet people, you want to go outside and you want to do different things, you can do that all day, every day. It's not really bad weather any day, unless it's raining, and it barely rains. So you can do whatever you want to do out here. There's a lot of places for you to go to meet people. There's a lot of restaurants for you to go to out here. There's a lot of private gyms, a lot of public gyms that are very popular out here as well. There are a lot of private restaurants, private bars, and places that you can get access to by just going on TikTok and looking these things up. And if you go out here, I would recommend coming out here with $2,000 to $3,000. Now, when you're going ahead and going to Miami, I would recommend having $3,000 to $4,000, just because you don't know what's gonna happen when you're out here. You're gonna have to rent a car, you're gonna have to get in a nice hotel. So I'd recommend doing that to get the full experience, to meet the most people. But you're gonna have to spend some money going to these places. You can't just go to South Beach, and there's nothing to do over there anyway. So you're gonna have to go to Brickell, you're gonna have to go to Design District, different places like that, and you're gonna have to go to some events, and it's gonna take a little money. You might spend $2,000, but you're probably gonna meet some affluent people along the way, most likely. So I recommend Miami for a great place to network and meet people at. And also I recommend Miami because you can do all the things I named in Texas or Houston, just on a larger scale. There's more people out here, and the only downfall is that, you're gonna be having to run into a lot of people that don't do a lot of legal things for work. Miami is just like LA in the sense of one of the crime capitals of the world, so there's a lot of people out there trapping, scamming, there's a lot of people that do OnlyFans, a lot of people that do stuff that you don't want to get into. But it is also easy to meet people that do legit business as well. They're just gonna be older than you, most likely, if you're not in your 30s or late 20s. You gotta come with your stuff prepared, and you gotta come with everything presentable. But outside of that, it's very easy to meet people if you come to Miami. Even if you go to Fort Lauderdale, it's very easy to meet people. Now, my second city on the list is going to be Chicago, because Chicago is just a place that you can come and you can do anything you want. I would definitely recommend coming in the summertime or springtime, even the fall time, never the winter time. But if you come in the summertime, it would be perfect to meet people and make connections, because everyone's gonna be outside. There's gonna be a lot of outdoor events you can go to. I know the city gets a bad rap because there's a lot of violence in our city. Well, in my city. And I know our city gets a bad rap because there's a lot of violence in our city, but there's also a lot of money to be made in the city of Chicago as well. I would recommend just staying downtown, walking around, and going to the events down there. You will meet a lot of people. And you'd be surprised, you'll meet a lot of affluent black people, a lot of affluent white people, a lot of affluent Latino people. You'll meet a little bit of everything out there, even some Asian people. Whoever you want to talk to, whoever you want to meet, you can meet in downtown Chicago. And I feel like it's a good mixture of everything that you could want. I feel like it's a good mixture of relaxed people, business people, entrepreneurs, career workers. It's a good mix of all that out there, and you can meet some people on the business side, on the personal side to talk to, get a connection with, work a business, move out with, see if you might want to go on a date with this person, however you want to go out there. So it's very easy to do that out there. I would recommend coming with $3,000 to $4,000 just like Miami, and that would just primarily be spent on making sure you're safe in downtown. So you can get a nice hotel downtown, you can go in and get your Ubers, ride around, do what you want to do. The food is going to be very good, it's not going to be that expensive, everything's going to be a nice time for you. I would just recommend coming with that money just in case money. Like in Miami, you're probably going to spend that money, but in Chicago, it's more like just in case money. So I would recommend coming with the same amount. But overall, come with an open mind and open arms, and you'll be able to meet a lot of good people in Chicago that you can make a lot of connections with. And the number one city I want you to go to meet people at is going to be New York, because even though New York is very aggressive and there's a lot of stuff going on in New York, I can't think of a better cultural meshing pot for you to meet anyone that you could be looking for. From a businessman to a crypto investor to a stock trader to a man that just works at a bodega, you can meet anyone, everyone in between, and strike a business deal with anyone and make you a lot of money. There's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of people that travel out there, there's a lot of people that have a lot of family connections out there. You might be cool with someone, and that might turn out to be a famous producer's daughter or a famous producer's niece, and now you're just in tune with them, and now you can use that connection to benefit you in some way, somehow. You might not be able to get in touch with the famous producer, but you might be able to get cool with her and work some connection out, so maybe one day she might look at you, or it's different things that you can do. So we always gotta come with open minds and open arms, but I feel like New York is the best place you can go to, because even though it's gonna be costing the same amount of money as Miami, even a little more, I would say come with maybe $5,000 to $6,000, you're gonna be able to meet a lot of people out there that fit whatever criteria you're looking for. It's very diverse, but it's also sectioned off. So if you want to meet someone that's more on the business side of things, you can go to one location. If you want to meet someone that's more on the entrepreneurial side of things, you can go to another location. There's a lot of different things that you can do, and they're all going to be at different levels. You can do it at the medium, high, low income level, and there's different ways you can meet all of these people. Because as long as you're coming for the right reasons, you go to the right area, and you just move the correct way, you can meet a lot of people. And that includes just going to places. And that includes just going to places, going about your day, showing love to people, striking conversations, having good, genuine conversation, not trying to start an argument or prove yourself to someone. Explain who you are, let someone explain who they are. Having a quality conversation can lead to a lot of good things, especially if you have it with the right person. As long as you do that and you're ready to go around the town all day for at least a week or at least 3 to 4 days, you can meet a lot of people. I just would like to say that. And I'm gonna put a disclaimer in the beginning of the video that says that. Make sure that you guys understand that before you get to this part. Thank you guys for watching. I wanna hope that you guys go to at least one of these cities in your lifetime, and not to make connections with people, just to enjoy the environment and the weather and open your mind to what's possible and available. Because you never know when this might be your time, so you wanna enjoy your life every day as much as you can. That's gonna be in this video, guys. Like I said in the beginning, if you need any more help or you need some more explanations of everything, please come to my membership at consultedbygdiet.com, and I would like to see you again in my next video.